Hello, my name is Colin Fisher, and today I'm going to be teaching you the basics of skateboarding. Now, when skateboarding comes into a conversation, the topic of it, a lot of times people, they think of it as a very taboo thing that gets very difficult to get into, and most people think that they could never even do like anything basic, like even standing on a skateboard. Some people struggle to even stand on a skateboard. But over time, all it really takes is muscle memory, ingraining the steps into your mind, into your brain, just practicing a lot, staying on your board. Some people will go out maybe for like 30 minutes a day to go skate, and I mean, that's fine if you want to go out that amount of time, but I'm usually out like 3 or 4 hours a day at a time so I can improve better. You just want a lot of time on your board to be able to get comfortable and just get comfortable riding your board, get comfortable standing on your board, things of that nature. So first thing that you need to know whenever you start skateboarding is how to just, stand on your board, because you're not going to be able to do anything on your board if you can't stand on it. So just practice, just like right here, get your board in a crack, or maybe do it in the grass and just practice standing on your board like this, so you won't have to worry about falling or anything. And just stand, just keep your balance centered over the board. You don't lean too far forward, or else you're going to go that way, and if you're to lean too far back, then you would go that way. So it's very important that you keep your balance centered over the board. Can't stress that enough when you're skateboarding. And the next step when you're skating is to just practice pushing, which is just getting the board to move like this. Just practice that. Practice taking your back foot off, keep your front foot on the board, and then just kick off with your back foot and then put it on the board. Just practice doing that for a while until you get better at doing that. And as you get more comfortable with skating, then you'll be able to do a lot more things. And then once you learn how to, push, things of that nature, it's time to start to learn how to just turn on your board, because if you run into something, you're not going to know what to do. Let's just say you're going downhill really fast and there's a car in front of you, you're not going to know what to do, and instead of turning out of the way, you're just going to keep going, and you're either going to jump off your board and hurt yourself really bad, or you're just going to stand there and you're going to hurt yourself really bad. So practicing turning is as simple as just leaning in on whichever direction you want to go. So if you want to turn right, just push in on your heels a little bit, and if you want to move back, you push in on your toes a little bit. So you just do this, practice, and you can loosen your trucks or tighten your trucks, which are the bolts on the bottom. These right here, that's key to turning your board better. With really loose trucks though, it's a little bit more difficult to do tricks and skate and things like that. I like to have mine about medium, but some people like to have theirs tightened. It just depends what you're into. But if you want to turn easily, I suggest having your trucks fairly loose, just so you can turn better. And now, once you learn how to do that, you learn all the basics of skateboarding, it's time to get into the ollie. And you're asking yourself, well, what is the ollie? The ollie is it's the most important trick that you'll ever learn in skateboarding. It's the foundation of skating. It's like the first trick that you'll do, and you'll say, wow, that was really fun to learn, and I'm glad that I landed that, and I want to land more. It's kind of what got me into skateboarding, was just landing my first ollie. So I'm going to teach you the mechanics of an ollie now. So the first step to learn how to do an ollie is to pop your back foot. And they call it a pop because there's a very distinct sound that it makes whenever the board slaps the ground. You can hear it. It's a popping sound. It sounds like this. It sounds a lot like that. It's just a popping sound. So that popping sound, that's the pop. That's what's the board going in the air. So that's the first step to learning the ollie, is you just take your back foot and you stand off the board if you want to, and just practice popping it like that. Just pop. Pop. Just keep popping it. Pop, pop, pop. Practice the pop. And once you get comfortable with the pop, stand on your board and practice it. Just like that. You don't need to jump or anything. Just stand there and practice popping your board up. And then the next step to doing the ollie is what gets the ollie to go off the ground. This is what makes the ollie, is the sliding your front foot up to get it to leave the ground. So you're going to take your back foot and pop down, and just stand off your board and just practice the motion of taking your foot, moving it diagonally, and then just sliding it up to the front like that. And just practice doing that for maybe an hour or two if you have to. Just really get it ingrained into your mind that this is what you need to do to get it off the ground. Because some people, when they start practicing skateboarding, they'll just they'll slide up their foot like once or twice, maybe 3 times, and then they'll be like, all right, I think I'm ready to do the ollie now. And then they'll pop, but they won't slide their front foot up, and they won't go anywhere. And they might end up hurting themselves, and you don't want that. So you're going to want to just practice the pop, practice the sliding your front foot up. And once you have all that down, the mechanics of the ollie, then just go to like a flat ground area, like in the grass, anywhere like that, and just practice all of that together. Practice the pop, and then sliding your front foot up, and then jumping. So you want it all at the same time, so just like this. Just like that. See, it's pretty easy. And a lot of people think, well, I don't know if I can do that. Once you get it ingrained into your mind that that's the steps that you need to do to get it, then you'll be able to do that, you know. And once you learn how to do the ollie, then you'll be able to learn how to do many other tricks, such as the pop shove it, which is just taking your back foot and scooping it like so. Like that, or the kick flip, any of these other tricks. And that's all you need to know really about skateboarding, about the ollie. And once you learn how to do that, you can do pretty much anything. Oh, that's